Yo, what's up? Wait a minute. If you're new, please do hit the subscribe and turn on that post notification bell to get notified instantly whenever there's new upload daily. Thank you. I really appreciate it, guys. Now, let's get it.
I'ma blow up.
Yo, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back into another video. So yeah, guys, it's me, Pillar Boy here, and today's video is we are back into Shinobi Life 2. And today's video, guys, is we are gonna be ranking up a tier list of all of the modes right here. So we're not gonna be ranking up the gens because we already did a ranking of it, basically the top 5. If you haven't seen it, it will be at the end of this video, so you guys can go ahead and check it out if you haven't seen that yet. But anyways, I'm gonna be showing you guys the full tier list in the website, and also of course I have my own reason. Now this is basically my only own opinion, so yeah, don't hate me for this because yeah, I'm only basing them on my own perspective, so you know what I mean. So if you have your own tier list also, let me know in the comment section below which one do you think is the best for you. So yeah, let's do this. Now starting from the D tier right here is nothing else other than basically the base mode right here. Now the reason why base mode is in the D tier because it doesn't have any skills and stuff, but it only have, you know, a few buffs as you guys can see, which is 2k in every single stat. So coming up with our C tier right here is nothing other than Demon Hunter and probably the Puppet Platinum right there. Though if you speak about the stats of Demon Hunter, it is already good enough as you guys can see. Though and if we speak about the skills, it is also good. I mean, if we press Z right here, that is a scream. Now that scream actually deals like 35k damage, and it is a group hit around that area, and also it does stun. Now despite from that, the damage is actually not that much, and yeah, also it's actually kind of pretty slow because the stun for this one is around, you know, 1 to 2 seconds, which is actually pretty fast. Now from the Puppet Platinum itself is, yeah, as you guys can see, there's some of the stats below 2k now of the tie, as you guys can see, though the damage itself of Z is actually 2k per hit, and I think that's around like 20 to 20k plus probably. And also the stack damage right here is also kind of good, but the bad thing about this one is alone itself it's actually kind of bad, but if you guys gonna combine with another, you know, combos and stacks, these are probably gonna work out a pretty good stack as well. And for the B tier right here is that would be the 7 Heavenly Breath right there, and actually the 100 seals, and then the Snake Sage right here. Now coming up with 7 Heavenly Breath right here first, though there's already a downside right there of the HP bonus stat. Though the reason why this is supposed to be around A tier, though you know, a moment after the stack thing I did before, it got, you know, it doesn't work anymore. That is why it's around in B rank now. So yeah, it was supposed to be A, but yeah, right now the reason why it's still on B is because the the Z move is actually kind of good also. Though about this one is you can actually put some combos with that one. Though before, if you press Z, you can still hold left click and do some stack and spam damage. Though right now it doesn't work anymore, which was actually kind of broken before, which is very OP. Now the next one is 100 seals right here. Now I know a lot of you guys think of this as a very trash mode. Well, to be honest, this is actually has a very secret side which actually deals a lot of damage. Well, as you guys can see, the downside of the stat is actually pretty worse. As you guys can see, 1k, 1k, 3k, and 2k. But guys, the real power actually aside from the Z move. But first, I'm gonna be showing you guys the sound effect with this one, which is actually kind of pretty cool. Which if you punch, this is the sound effect right there, which is actually nice as you guys can see. But yo, the damage is actually the most important part right here. So if you press Z, bam, it deals 52k damage twice. 52k damage twice, and that is like 100k. Now if you're gonna go is you know, combine it with the stun move, especially Neji or probably the Noibari weapon, and then press Z, boom, it will actually drains your 100k from your enemy right there, which is actually pretty OP. Though this is also actually deserving to be S or A. Now the last of the B tier is basically the Snake Sage. Now Snake Sage is actually kinda good, but the Z+1 mode is actually the thing that I don't like because it only hit once. I mean, if you use it right here, this is what it does. It just bites up and then, you know, use that snake tail thingy, which is actually kind of bad, and it doesn't deal that much damage. Though the reason why it is in you know, B tier, it is because of the Z+2 mode, which is this mode right here. Now we just have to wait for the cooldown real quick, and then we're gonna be using that one. Now also the stats itself is actually pretty reasonable already, and now if we press Z, this is the best thing that I like about this one, is because of the poison thingy. There you go. That poison damage is actually kinda nice. Now for the E tier list right here is we have the Toad Sage and basically the 8 Inner Gates, and then the last one would be Core Seal of Heavens. Now basically Toad Sage and Core Seal of Heavens can basically, you know, easily replaced by 100 seals right here, because like I said lately, 100 seals can be also deserving to be in A. But the problem on it is it's actually kind of slow, and the buffs are, you know, kind of downside. But anyways, let's proceed to the A tier. Now coming up with the first one, which is the Toad Sage. Now Toad Sage already has a very good buff, like I said, and also the thing about this one is it can also do a good job on its own without any, you know, a hand of other jutsus and stuff. I mean, if you press Z right here, it does this, and also this gives knockbacks after you get hit with that one, and that is the spam damage right there. If I'm correct, it deals more than 60k plus damage, and that was a spam one, and I don't know, maybe it reached more than 100k. The bad side right here is we cannot see damage because of the training logs, but I am pretty sure this is also pretty OP, and it almost drains 100k of your HP. It can already also, you know, match up with the 100 seals. So yeah. Now the next one we have is the 8 Inner Gate right here, which has 3 types of mode attack. But the first one is we have this type of attack, which actually teleports you to your enemy. Though this is also pretty good if you, you know, use another mode set so that it will buff your stats right there, because, you know, it's actually pretty downside already. But the reason why this is actually pretty good, it is a very good a combo extender. By pressing Z right here, it teleports, and then this spam damage, and you can also control where you want to drop your enemy right there and continue the combo. Now I will just go ahead and show you guys the other 2 attack modes of this one. Now here's the second attack, which is the Z+6 right here. It will go from the air, and it also teleports to your enemy, but it's kind of messed up, which is actually pretty bad to aim. Now also I still prefer using the first moveset, which is Z+124, because it teleports and do the combo in the air, which is basically you can do all the hits right there without messing up, because this Z+7 right here is actually kind of bad. And the last move is basically a rush move. So if we go right there, press Z, and then bam, there we go. It deals 72k, which also deals a lot of damage if it hits a solid hit right there. And the last one we got right here is basically the Core Seal of Heavens. Now this one is actually pretty good also. Now if you press Z right here, it deals 45k group hit right there, and also the stat is also pretty reasonable right there already. And the second mode, this has a second mode, which is the second mode is this one. You can also fly with this one, but it's actually kind of a little bit buggy. But if we press Z right here, it's actually kind of pretty similar for the first move. I mean, if you press Z, there we go, it will dash in to the enemy, but it deals 53k damage, also a group hit. And yeah, like I said, you can fly with this one, but yeah, it's actually kind of buggy, but you know what I mean. Now last but not least is we have the S tier of the game. Most of them is the meta, the most used subs right there, I mean modes. And as we guys can see, we have the first one is basically the weapon art. The second one would be the lightning, and the Slug Sage right here. Now you are probably wondering why Slug Sage exists in S tier. Well, I will probably show you guys later on in this video. Now here's why for the weapon art right here. The reason why this is one of the S tier right here is if you don't know how to use this one, then you probably don't know it. So this one is actually has a auto track. As you guys can see how that kunai bends off. As long as you guys can aim at the enemy, it does auto track. Now if ever the enemy is not blocking, they can basically get a spam hit right there. Now with a perfect combo, you can basically end your enemy with a few hits already. But also the Z move for this one is actually a spam of kunais and that explosion right there, which also deals a lot of damage. Now the best thing of this one is probably the auto tracks right there. So whenever your enemy is moving, as long as you have your aim on them, it does auto tracking right there, which is actually pretty OP. So I bet you don't need more explanation about this one of how OP this weapon art is, but of course let's proceed to the next one, which is the Cloak of Lightning right here. I know a lot of you guys probably love this, and a lot of you guys also use this for farming, is because of the speed and power of this one. And also what I like about this one is the Z move right here. It deals also a huge damage, but that was a bug damage right there. That's not the real damage of this one. But like I said, since we're using a training logs right here, we can see the full damage. But I know you guys already know how strong this thing is, and a very good combination for your combo. It is because of the speed of this power. Now the last one would be the Slug Sage. I know you guys have a lot of questions about why Slug Sage on S tier. Now let me get this straight. Slug Sage is actually very good one for group fights or even solo 1v1 fight. And the reason why is we also have a good stats base right there. And the one thing that I like about this one is basically the healing process. Now if you press Z right here, it does summon a slug, and does thing right here, it only takes like around 2 to 3k mode and you are already in the full HP. And once you're done using, you can just go ahead and turn it off and then let your mode regen for a bit right there. Now it might take some, you know, mastery right here to master how you use the Slug Sage right here, but you could end up having a infinite health by using this you know, mode right there. But yeah, it really depends on how you guys use it. But I know if you're watching this video right now, you probably have some few ideas on how do you know, beat your enemy and have infinite health. And that is basically all of the tier list of the modes right there, and that's most likely most of them is based on my own opinion and perspective. So you know what I mean, don't go hating on me because I didn't put your favorite modes in the right tier. But anyways, let me know what's your own tier list in the comment section below also. And also, if you do enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell on for more awesome videos like this. See you guys as always, thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Peace out.